What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lex P.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And you are tuned in to another episode of Poor Minds.
Where a drunken mind speaks sober thoughts.
Honestly, we done so many episodes. I don't even know if I wore this hoe before. So if y'all seen this dress already, just act like it's new, bitch. Okay? Just act like it's motherfucking new.
No, I be losing track of the stuff I be wearing, too.
I know, like, sometimes I, try to scroll through and see what I've worn and what I haven't worn. Mm-hmm. Honestly, you know how everybody ooh, I can't wait till winter because call me ranch, I be dressing. Like, everybody loves winter time, fall time.
Everybody be saying that.
Yes, everybody be saying that. And honestly, it's not giving. It's not. Y'all know me. I am Mrs. Don't put that shit on.
I don't be seeing people say that.
They do. A lot of people be like, oh, I love winter. I can really dress. But I really don't be dressing. But I also stay in my lane and don't say I can dress. Mm-hmm. Everybody swear up and down that they are just Mrs. and Mr. Fashionistas. Especially in Atlanta. Everybody think they putting that shit on, but I'm here to say you are not.
They definitely do not.
They do not be putting that shit on, but it's okay.
I mean, it's a few people that I just be feeling like really be putting that shit on. I'm trying to think of some people like celebrity-wise, like Cardi B puts that shit on.
Cardi B putting that shit on, but that's on a whole nother level. I be seeing some girls that be wearing Fashion Nova and they put that shit on. Because it's about how you put it together, honestly.
I can agree with that. Mm-hmm. I can agree with that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it don't be giving what everybody. Most people be thinking it's giving.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't mean to be negative, but
that's not being negative.
Like I said, we should all just stay in our lane. So what you been up to?
But they be thinking they stay lane. They think that they be dressing.
Everybody swears that they a fashionista. It's crazy.
I don't think everybody swear they're a fashionista.
Because it's just so crazy because you see people like. Even with us one time, we had posted a picture of us when we was on the boat whenever we went to Jacksonville. And we just had some cute little rompers on just to be comfortable. Mm-hmm. And they was like, oh my God, they so tacky. It's like, well, let me see what you got on, bitch. Let me see. Because I thought my little $10 romper was cute.
I don't be wanting to be rude or nothing. But girl, I don't be caring about them people. Because at the end of the day, girl, go pull the niggas I be pulling on.
Oh. Oh, no, that's right. Who you be pulling?
Because them niggas do not, whatever, okay. People love to just have some. I just feel like people love to just have negative shit to say.
They really do.
It's like when you can't find nothing else to say, oh, them hoes tacky. Okay.
I mean, either way it goes, I feel like everybody has their own lane, but that's the problem with people. Everybody wants to be the greatest at everything. If you're like a 10 on this, you're not going to be a 10 at everything else. I know my lane. I am not Mrs. Fashionista.
And you don't have to be. But then the crazy thing about it is because of the fact of who you are and what you're doing with your life, eventually you're gonna have a stylist. Then what they gonna say?
I'm gonna have something fucked up. You know what I mean? Something on me gonna be fucked up. I ain't never just
then
all
what
the way
they gonna
down.
say? I feel like people just always gonna find something. But that's a good point that you just made. People just gonna always find something to say no matter what.
No matter
you
what.
could be super polished and look.
I'm not trying to be y'all want me to host this show, be funny, eat ass, have good pussy, and I got a dress? Baby, y'all gonna get 2 out of 3. Pick them.
It just be
pick them.
Stupid.
Very dumb. So,
and I just,
so other than that, how was your holidays? What you been up to?
My holidays was great. Why are you looking like that?
Because I just know you was up to no good.
Why you think I be up to no good? Is it giving mischievous?
You're a Taurus.
What does that mean?
Y'all are sneaky.
I'm not sneaky.
Yes.
It just ain't your business.
I know.
Not you, but you know what I mean.
I know it's my business. You wasn't talking to me.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about you. I'm just saying in general, I think people do have this idea that Tauruses are very sneaky, but it's we're not sneaky. It's just it ain't your business because I don't fuck with you like that. So you don't need to be in my business.
It's giving genuine. It ain't none of your business.
Because it ain't. But I be telling Lex everything. She be knowing what be going on.
I sure do it. I be like, ooh. I love when you call me early in the morning because I know something went down. Usually when we do something for the show,
I always got some shit going on.
Yeah, usually your business calls come in the evening. If you call
business calls?
Yeah, the business calls will come midday. But if it's
early.
If it's early, that morning.
What morning?
The busted morning.
Oh.
You called me at 5 a.m. I said, hello.
That was a wild night.
Ooh, that was crazy.
A wild morning, shall I say.
Wow.
Real juicy. Maybe one day I'll talk about that on Patreon.
I thought you already did.
No, I didn't, because I just felt like
it was too soon.
It was too soon afterwards. So I just felt like it wasn't like a good time to talk about it. And being that we know, somebody be stalking me.
Right.
I just felt like they was gonna know
that
I was talking about it.
But you definitely got to do a story time on that one day. One
day I will. I feel like we be having some juicy little stories.
Well, honestly, I ain't been up to shit. I just been chilling, relaxing, a much needed break. We was off for a few weeks. Definitely needed that. I think that's one goal that I want to do for myself this year.
What?
Just start taking some more me time and relaxing. I already take a lot of me time, but I'm gonna do it even more this year. Like, y'all thought I wasn't fucking with y'all last year. I'm really not fucking with y'all this year. Like, if I don't want to do something, that is so me. If I don't want to do something, I don't think y'all realize that. If I don't want to do something, I am absolutely not gonna do it. I don't be feeling bad, remorse. Not a feeling that I understand.
Yeah, Lex don't give a fuck. I'm the one who be feeling bad.
Remorse? What's that? I don't know that emotion. Yeah. I really don't. So it's gonna get
not Ryan out there laughing.
It's gonna get even worse this year, because I'm just like, I feel like you gotta spend your time being happy and doing things.
Yeah, you definitely have to do things that make you happy and things that you enjoy. You should not waste time.
Life is meant to be enjoyed.
It is.
For sure.
But sometimes you do gotta do shit you don't want to do.
I mean, yeah, if it's like, I don't know, man. I'm not doing nothing I don't want to do. I was trying to think of like a situation, because I was like, oh man, if it's like my nephew's birthday, I have to show up. I'm like, man, if I don't want to go, man, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. He only turning 3. He ain't even gonna remember this shit.
He's turning 3?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I think 2 or 3. One of them.
His birthday in March,
February.
Right? February.
Is he 2 or 3?
I can't remember.
I
think he's 2, Lex. Because do he really be talking and stuff?
Hell no. You right. That nigga don't be talking. He turning 2. You right.
Because I'm like, Peanut don't be talking like that. I think he only turning 2.
Yeah, he turning 2. But like I said, he ain't even gonna remember if I'm there or not. I might show up for him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dab him up, do a little something, you know. But he ain't gonna remember. Like Jax, I gotta show up for Jack's birthday. You know what I'm saying?
When is... So wait,
Jackson,
his birthday is
September
the 4th. Yeah. Beyonce.
Yes.
Same birthday as Beyonce.
Yes, he's definitely strange, like our girl B.
You think he's strange?
Beyonce's strange. Virgos are strange. Period.
Really?
I have never met a normal Virgo.
I don't think that they're strange. I just think they're very
detached.
Yeah. Very detached, and then they're all perfectionists.
Yes,
which
and
is
that is
annoying.
Jackson. Like, if you go into his room and touch anything and mess anything, Auntie, all right,
he be kicking you out.
Oh, he kicks everybody out of his room. He's like, okay, Peanut, he'll shoo.
Aww.
He does not like people in his room. Like, that is
Virgos are very much perfectionists, and everything has to be a certain way with them. My dad was a Virgo.
Throwback Bay was a Virgo. A whirlwind romance.
I just don't think you're compatible with earth sign men, but I feel like you try to date them anyway.
I don't try to date anybody. These men keep coming to my life and harassing me.
It's like me with fire sign and air sign men. It's like I shouldn't be dating them, but however,
they keep coming.
They just keep coming, and I end up.
And you know what's crazy?
We be having this crazy love connection.
I am very, I'm a Leo. I'm very compatible with air signs. But, like, every time I meet an air sign, I'd be like, okay, cool. Like, it's cool.
But you and them fucking earth signs.
Oh, I love it.
And I can't stand earth sign men.
Is Capricorn earth sign?
Yes. And I cannot. That's
crazy.
My God. They're the most boring people ever.
They are. They're boring, but once shit gets hot, it's hot.
Do it? Because it ain't never got hot with one of them around me. It's always cold.
Well, you know, Rapper Bay is a Capricorn.
I know.
And she definitely... Well, stay tuned.
Yeah.
I think... Do you think Rapper Bay's coming back? Is he coming back again? What
he always come back. What do you mean? What's like? When did he leave?
No, we were not.
When did he truly leave?
We were not talking for a very long time, my friend. A very long time.
What do you consider not talking? Because y'all
4 months
be being friendly.
I've
seen, by the way. You know what I seen the other day. I seen that shit. I said, look at this hoe. Friendly ass.
First of all, he tweeted me first.
See, I wasn't even gonna say what it was.
I don't give a damn. At this point, everybody know who everybody is. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
I said, look at this hoe and this man being friendly as fuck on the timeline.
I hate it here.
I started to say hi. Hi, guys.
He would have been like, I'm back, baby.
Hey, guys.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, XP.
And it's your girl, Dre and Nicole.
And y'all know, as much as possible, we try to talk to y'all about financial responsibility and getting on top of your game when it comes to, you know, having your credit score right.
Absolutely. You have to have your credit together. I mean, like, you need credit for everything. So one good thing about Scoremaster is you can literally add 61 points to your credit score within 20 days.
Right. Because having an okay credit score can cost you $100,000 over the life of a 30-year home loan. So having good credit is very, very, very important. And like, due to recent COVID surges, the interest rates will be kind of low. Everything is kind of cool, but honestly, things are getting back to normal. So all that stuff is going to go right back up. So you need to have a good credit score.
Absolutely. So make sure that you go to scoremaster.com/poorminds. That's scoremaster.com/poorminds. And, you know, get your credit right.
Okay, let's get into these topics. I'm going to let you introduce this one because I feel like I have something to say about you in this one. So go ahead.
Why?
Because I'm going to say what your cousin said.
I kind of wanted to talk about, like, you know, the pressures that come with, like, being a successful person in your family. I'm not going to say the successful person because I feel like, you know, in some of our families, it's more than one of us that, you know, is doing well in life or whatever.
Right.
But I just kind of wanted to talk about the pressures that come with being a successful person in your family, and then majority of the rest of your family ain't. What?
Oh, was that a slug to your face?
No. The slug is not a slug if I'm telling the truth.
All right.
But yeah, like, I just feel like people be asking you for money and shit.
Yes. So
people be wanting to come visit all the time. They be like, hey, when I come out there, can I stay at your crib for the weekend? No.
Have you had anybody like pop up that's really not your family, but they like, hey, you know Barbara? My mama Shirley. And they try to like pop up on you and
you
be like,
can't
we
pop
cousin.
up if you don't know where to find me.
Well, not pop up, but like slide in your DMs like, hey, like, you my cousin. You my cousin. My cousin. Not
really. Like, because I know all my cousins for the most part. So, because my family is really big. But like, growing up, I have one of them families where we used to have like family reunions and shit all the time.
Okay.
So, like, even my family that isn't like my immediate family, I still pretty much know who they are.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know nobody but my mom and my sister.
Yeah, so
anybody can pop on me and be like, I'm your uncle. I'm be like, what's up, huh? What it do?
Yeah, I haven't had no situations like that. It's more so my family that I've been like knowing my whole life. You know what I mean? I guess now they just be feeling like they could just ask me for stuff or expect me to pay for things when we go out. Like when we go out to eat and stuff. Like I took my uncle and my aunt out to eat not that long ago. The tab was $500 or $600.
And you paid it?
Hell yeah, I paid that shit.
I know that's right, because I would be like, boy, fuck you. You on my daddy's side. I don't even really like y'all.
But what I will say about that particular uncle and aunt, they're like really, really successful, and they have a lot of money, and they always be paying for everything for everybody. So like now that I'm older, I don't mind like paying for them if we go out to eat. You know,
$500-$600.
Because my uncle always pay like every time we go out to eat and shit. So I definitely thought he was gonna, you know, put in on the tab. I'm like, when the shit came, I'm like, oh yeah, he gonna pay half.
Hell no.
He's talking about, oh no, this is my time to sit back.
It's time to get treated.
So yeah.
But you know what's crazy? Like, my family is the opposite. I was like the last one. Everybody's like, when is your broke ass gonna do something?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm definitely not like one successful person. My mom was like, it's time to go to dental school. Like, it's time to go back to school. Like, it's time to do something. So it's kind of like opposite for me, because like everybody in my family has always been like doing something well. They all went to school, graduated. Like I was pretty much like the last one trying to figure shit out. Like I definitely don't have that family. Like now I will say there's a difference. Like you know how people say like I'm the Beyonce of the family. I don't like to use that saying because I feel like it's a little weird. But
why do you think it's weird?
Because I feel like people do that to kind of slug their family. They be like, oh, I'm the finest in my family. Everybody be waiting for me to show up for Thanksgiving and blah, blah, blah. And I just think that's a little weird to kind of like, I hate when people be like, oh, I'm the finest cousin. Like, I just think that's weird. Because it's like, why are you comparing yourself to your family members like that? I think that is weird. But I will say, I do feel like I'm the person in my family. But it's been that way since I was little. Like, everybody be waiting for me to show up. Not because like, I'm putting that shit on, obviously. The fuck I got on? Like, what is this? I done hit you 4 times in the face. Like, not because of that, but I feel like it's just, I'm the loud one. I'm cracking jokes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the one pouring up shots. I used to be like the bartender, so I'm making everybody drink. So I feel like if anything, that's why I would say like I'm the Beyonce of the family, like the attention, the one that gets all the attention. But other than that, no, they've been waiting on my broke ass to do something. Because everybody, I was like on my last phone call. When you call your uncle, you be like, hey, I need a little something. I was on my last hey uncle call. Like, he was like, hey, bruh. I was like, hey, man, I was just trying to invite you to the live show. He was like, finally.
I feel like
something. You ain't asking me for money? That nigga showed up bright and happy.
I'm like literally all of my uncles and aunts' favorite niece because I'm the one who have never borrowed money from them. Like I've never called them and asked them for money. I've always been good and been on my own. And I feel like even with like what I'm doing right now, I feel like I'm doing exactly what my family expected me to do. Right. Like they expected me to be the one to move out of Houston and like be in some kind of way in entertainment and stuff because my uncle used to always call me the superstar. He used to always call me that my whole life.
See,
and
that's how I felt. Like people like kind of knew, like you know how when you see somebody that's talented, and they either go use their talent or they not. Niggas was skeptical about me. Yeah. I was that cousin, like, hey man, let me get $20. Get $20.
You was borrowing money from your family like that.
Thanksgiving.
Why you ain't just ask your mama?
I'm like opening my eyes. I'm seeing who looking at their food. Hey, let me get $20. Everybody got their head down praying.
Why you ain't just ask your mama for the money?
Cause I had used up all my chances. You know, I told you I was on my last hey uncle call.
I told you, I think it's weird when people borrow money and they borrow like $20. Like, why are you borrowing $20? If you gonna borrow some money, you need to at least borrow like $200.
But guess what? I got 5 people to borrow $20 from. You
could just ask one person for $100.
But check this out. But see, that's how I know you don't borrow money for real.
I don't.
Because
I don't owe nobody no money.
But listen, if you borrow $100 from one person, they really gonna expect that $100 back. If you borrow $20 from somebody, they be like, man, she ain't giving that shit back. $20 from 5 people, none of y'all not getting y'all $20 back. None of y'all.
I am dead.
That's how you gotta look at it. It's a hustle. It's a hustle. Is you hustling or not?
No, I'm not because and I guess that's why I ain't never borrowed money from my family. Well, don't get me wrong. Like I used to ask my mom and my daddy for money, like before, like I really started making my own money and like being straight on, like 100% straight on my own. I used to borrow money from my parents all the time, but I feel like that's why I never used to have to borrow it from other family members because I would just call my mom and them, and then I lie and be like, I'm gonna pay them back, and they knew damn well I wasn't gonna pay them back. Yeah, I never paid my mom and my daddy back.
I don't pay nobody back. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And I used to borrow like large sums of money.
Now see, that's
like I'm talking about like, Mama, I'm gonna give you the $1,000 back. I promise.
Now see.
Never gave that shit back. But now, now I do put money in her account sometimes. Like, and she be all happy about that shit.
See, not me. I was giving that $20 back. You want your $20? I got your $20. You need $20? I'll be showing up, passing out my little $20. I only got 5 of them to pass out, but I'm passing them out. Snooze, you lose. You didn't get your $20 back. That's on you.
But I don't know. So, like, going back to the topic, I just feel like, why is it like that? Like, why when your family look at you and they feel like, okay, she doing well, she making good money, she got her shit together. Why do they feel like that's a license to ask you for something?
Because I feel like that's what a lot of people view as what family is, though. Like, you're supposed to help your family. Like, that's what we've always been.
Because when did you help me?
But you never needed help. You just said you was asking your mama for $1,000.
Right. So I didn't need your help, so I expect you to not need my help.
That's not the
you
case.
You need to need your mama help the way I needed mine.
But that's the thing, though, about family. Just because you didn't ask me for nothing don't mean I'm not going to ask you for nothing. You ain't ever asked me for shit. That didn't mean I wasn't sleeping on your couch asking you for Dre, let me get $20. That don't mean
you do still owe me like $20,
and you ain't getting it. You not getting that $20.
It's okay because you gonna give me a Christmas gift. Not unless she making money. I let her make up for her debts with gifts,
and she be asking for the craziest shit.
Sure do.
But it feels better because I'm never handing you no cash.
Cool because I don't even need no cash from you. Like I don't need cash.
I'll be like Dre walking down.
I prefer the gifts.
Let me get $20. Let me get $20. That's what. Hey.
$20.
It worked though. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's what the support of family, because you're my family. Like, we're not blood related, but you're my family. So I feel like, yeah, you was doing well for yourself. Bro, let me get $20. Why wouldn't you? If you doing well and I'm your family and you see me struggling, let me get $20. What's the problem?
And it's the thing, I do feel like to a certain extent you can look out for your family, but then when you start to do shit like that all the time, now you're enabling a person to not really go hard and hustle and go get it for themselves, because they know if I can't get it, I can always just call my cousin and she gonna look out and give me the money.
There's also
and it's like, no, bitch, you need to be concerned. You need to be wondering, like, if I can't get this $20, how the fuck am I gonna pay my rent?
Wait, who rent $20?
Maybe you short 20. That's what I mean. Okay. You short 20.
Oh, but I will say, now there's a difference too, because you don't want to go in debt trying to help people as well.
Right.
Like, I would never ever ask somebody like for a large, like if I needed a large lump sum of money, I would ask my sister or my mom. Those are the only two people I'm asking for like a lot of money from.
Yeah, same.
You know
I would only ask my parents.
But my sister or my mom would never like go in the negatives. Well, I'm not gonna lie, my mom never did. But if she had to, she probably would go in the negatives to help me.
Yeah.
But it was never like that. But I feel like immediate family should be able to ask you for anything. I do feel like that. Immediate family, if you're close to them and y'all have a good relationship, like my sister and my mama can ask me for anything and they got it.
But that's different. That's what I'm saying. Immediate is different. Like when I think of like my parents, me and my, because you know I don't have siblings. Well, I mean,
yes, you do.
I have a little sister, but we can't even like in a lot of conversations we can't even use her because she's only 3. Like, what the fuck she gonna borrow money from me for? Like, she don't need no money for nothing.
Times is different now. Them Roblox and shit, she gonna need $20. She gonna be like, Drea, let me get $20.
Well, her mom and her dad have a lot of money. Like, so she needs to ask them before me.
I mean, but sometimes they be trying to, like, I'm not gonna lie, Jax got me one time. Because his mom wasn't giving him he needed V-Bucks. That's what they call V-Bucks for some game.
Okay.
And my sister was like, no, like, you're not getting, like, you've spent too much money. He asked Rod, his stepdad. He was like, no. Jax will call me and be like, let me get $20. He learned that from his auntie. I said, hey, you learning, young champ. Slid him that $20. So it's like,
you slipped it through Cash App?
No, he has a debit card.
Oh, okay.
So he has an Amazon account too. So I'll buy it and just send it to his little Amazon account or however he does.
Nice.
Yeah, so she gonna ask for $20.
I mean, she probably will, but that's nothing though. Like, that's nothing for my little sister. And plus, this is my little sister. This is like you said, immediate family. But when we start talking about third cousins, fourth cousins, no.
Your cousin said you was motivating the streets. Dre's cousin was like, yo, you motivating the streets out here, man. Let me hold something. Like, he said Dre was motivating the streets.
And
I said, what streets?
And he is motivating the streets.
Bissonnet?
No.
If y'all don't know, Bissonnet is a street in Houston where all the prostitutes be on. That's the only street we motivate. They're like, I don't need a pimp no more.
Baby, I don't be motivating them, because if I was motivating them, they wouldn't be on Bissonnet.
I mean, you gotta start somewhere.
I ain't never started there.
You judgy? It's strict in this bitch.
Judgy. I'm just saying, I don't condone that.
You don't condone what? Selling pussy?
Yes.
Everybody done sold a little puh-puh.
I don't condone it.
Okay. I see what you did there. I hate it.
All I said is I don't condone. I do not endorse that.
Okay, so you don't believe in helping your family out and giving them money?
Bro, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm just trying to figure out what you saying.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to figure out why all of a sudden do people be feeling like they can ask you for money. And then I'm not saying that I don't believe in helping them. I'll help you out a little bit, but don't think you can always come to me and ask me for some money and I'm going to give it to you every time.
That does get exhausting. And I'm not going to lie. I'd rather be the person in my family like... It sounds really corny, but what is it saying is like, I'd rather show you how to fish than to give you food or whatever it is.
And absolutely.
I'd rather like put you on to something and show you how to make your own money. Cause I'm not gonna lie, like doing what I'm doing now, I'm learning so much. Like we learn a lot from Chad. We learn a lot from Ryan. Like we learn so much. And that's way more valuable than somebody just handing me a paycheck every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So if my family, I'd rather have somebody like ask me like, oh Lex, how do I do this? Or how can you teach me how to do that? How can I make money doing this? Like that's way more valuable than just let me get $20.
And I think that be the problem though. Unfortunately, I think that when people end up having somebody in a family that is the successful family member or the successful friend, even, in friendships, like instead of people trying to use that as motivation for them to get on their shit and figure out how they can make money, it's like, okay, we came from the same place. If you could come from the same place as me and then you could boss up and start making your own money and become an entrepreneur, I could do the same shit. But most people don't look at it like that. They just look at it like, oh, well, this person got money, so I know now I can just always go to them if I need something. And I feel like it take away the hustle in some people. Because they feel like they got somebody who they could depend on all the time. And let's be real, I ain't gonna never be that person. Motherfuckers know don't come ask me because I'm gonna tell your ass no.
No, you're not. You definitely never told me no.
Bitch, yes I have.
If I ask you for $20 right now,
$20 is nothing, but you don't even need $20. You're not about to ask me for $20.
You don't know that.
What I'm saying is, I feel like people around me know that I'm not the person that you come to and be like, oh, can I have this? Especially if I give it to you one time, bitch, you know damn well don't come ask me again if you ain't paying me back. But I feel like there are people out there who they become successful and they just give and give and give to their family. You know what I mean? And to their friends until it's like the people just be using them up. But you can't let people get to that point.
Well, and I will say this. I was always the person like, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I borrow a little money here and there.
Borrow.
Take. Damn. It's strict in this motherfucker. I gotta use the right words and shit.
Yes, all right. Because you was not borrowing.
Whenever I take money from niggas, it was like something that I knew like I didn't want to do again. Like I was always like, no, for real though. I don't want to borrow $20 all the time. I don't want to do that all the time. But it was just like, it wasn't like I was just like, oh man, I know she gonna give it to me again. It was more so like, I gotta make something fucking happen. Yeah. Because it was just like, I cannot be doing this forever. I cannot ask people for $20 forever. Like, you really think you can really live off of somebody forever?
People do.
And it's a lot of people who have whole families that are living off of other people. You know what I'm saying? So if you're that person that you have somebody like that's successful in your family, I feel like the best thing you can do is let them teach you how to make money. Making money on your own, like I said, I don't care if you got a BDB, a rich cousin, whatever you got. Making money on your own is the best thing you can do for yourself.
But some people just be fuck ups.
Yeah, that is true. Like on True Story.
I'm not trying to be mean, but like for real, like you could try to teach some people how to make money, but some people just ain't meant to be like.
But that's bosses. When not everybody's meant to be a boss, but you can work for me or you can get a job. I can help you get a job. Not everybody's meant to be a boss. We already understood that. Yeah. But if your cousin is a boss, then I may not meant to be a boss, but I can work for you. You know what I'm saying? I can get a paycheck from you. I can do something rather than just ask you for money. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of stuff your little cousin could be doing. You could put him on he know how to work a TikTok or something. Is he young or is he old? I didn't ask. Because he said you motivate in the streets. I just assumed he was young. How old is
he? We like the same age.
All right.
We like the same age.
That nigga don't know how to work no damn TikTok.
We like the same age. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just be feeling like just go and work and get you some money.
Go.
It ain't hard to get some money. Or maybe it is.
It is hard.
Know.
If it was
it?
Yes, because I hate when people say that. First of all, it takes money to make money. Once you make money, and it's easier to make more money. But to make that initial money is fucking hard. And I hate when people say that. They be like, oh, like, Rick Ross tweet that shit every morning. He be like, oh, it's a beautiful day to boss up. How? How? Like, how? Show me the game, Ghost. Everybody be like, boss up. Start your shit. How? That shit is hard. That shit is fucking hard. Like, everybody be like, oh, scared money don't make no money if I ever go broke. That's why I took your money. Because that shit hard. I didn't know how to figure shit out.
But what is your definition of hard?
Bro, like you said,
I feel like shit ain't easy. Nothing worth having comes easy.
Right, but everybody makes it
But
seem
everybody can do the same shit.
But that's why
everybody can. I mean, and
But
when
no,
I say
they
the
can't.
same, when
No,
I
they
say the
can't,
same
though.
shit, I don't mean the exact same thing that you doing. But I do feel like everybody has it in them to be successful.
Yeah, but that's just like
If you have enough drive and you want that shit bad enough, anybody can be successful.
Yeah, but it's just not how
You
the
just
world works. It's just not how it works. Like, some people, like, it just don't work for them. Like, I hate when people be like, oh, we all got the same 24 hours in the day. Yeah, but it just doesn't work like that. Like, it really just does
Why
not work.
it don't?
It just doesn't. I don't know why. It's just the way.
Well, then you don't have a valid point. Then.
No, I do have a valid point. It's about capitalism.
Okay.
And it works because you're always going to have people who are consumers, and like, people are going to take advantage. People that are rich, they're going to do things to stay rich and make sure the people stay poor. Why do you think rent prices, literally rent is unlivable?
Nah, my rent high as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Rent is unlivable. People that are making minimum wage.
Yeah.
Minimum wage is supposed to be for, people that have regular jobs to be able to feed themselves and live.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm working a minimum wage job, but I'm like a rapper on the side, or I'm trying to be a lawyer on the side and I want to go to school, how the fuck am I supposed to pay my rent, feed myself, give my kid, if I have a child, give them in babysitting and do all that and go to law school? Or pay for studio time. This world is not meant, especially America, especially for Black people, is not meant for us to be successful. The fact that there are even successful Black people right now, them old motherfuckers is rolling in their grave right now. George Washington, like, what the fuck? This is not what I signed up for.
This is not what I planned for you
This is
niggas.
not what I planned for you niggers. That's what he said, not niggas. This is not
Y'all don't like saying it with the hard ER.
I'll say it.
That's not what we're supposed to say.
But that's the point I'm making. It's hard because we have the odds against us. So that's the point I'm making. It's not meant for us to do anything.
Yeah, that's very true. But
So
I
it's
feel
hard.
like it's so many people though that have shown us that you can do it.
Yeah, you can do it, but like I said, it's not fucking easy. It's really not easy.
So because it ain't easy, you just gonna say, fuck
I'm
it,
not
can I
saying-
borrow $20?
Yeah, I did that for a while. Let me get $20. But like I said, it was different for me.
I don't know.
But let me tell you why.
I just don't believe in like giving, like I said, I don't know. Maybe it's just my faith and stuff that I be having in God. Like I just feel like if you put the work in, because that's another thing. So many people be like, oh, I'm just going to keep praying and I'm going to hope that God bring me out of this situation. He ain't.
God, like, now, why am I
He
in
ain't going to bring you out of it if you ain't working.
Well,
and you ain't trying to get yourself out of it.
But
if you are putting the work behind it,
Right.
I feel like anybody can become successful. You just have to want it bad enough and you have to grind for it. It's not going to be easy.
I mean,
It's a long road, bitch. Even with us, like...
but also, like I said, I had people around me that had money and that were helping me and getting me off of my feet. If you think about somebody that's like a single mother or a single father working a minimum wage job, trying to make... It's... To get out that hole... Like, if I would have not got out of that hole that I was in, if it wasn't for my mom, you, my sister, like, I had a support system around me that literally was pulling me by my fucking...
Not by your ankle.
By the ankles, bitch. Like, seriously, but not for the people who don't have that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like people in the family, they feel like, oh, damn, somebody made it out. And like I said, even though it's kind of uncomfortable and you shouldn't be asking people for money, but that's why I feel like education and teaching people is way more valuable than money.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
agree
saying?
with that.
Like, that's a given. So I feel like being a successful one in your family, everybody like, oh, she asking me for money. Yeah, it's a bad thing, but it's a blessing. Because you know what? Maybe you should just have a conversation with your cousin and show, like, okay, well, what can you do? Like, let's make you, like, how can we hustle? Like, What can we do so you don't have to ask me for money? How can you teach him how to make some money? Because, bitch, you know how to make some money.
I do know how to make some money,
That's
but
what I'm
I just
saying.
feel like that's some shit that's just in me, though.
But you said it. Okay, but it's just in you? Or is it everybody can be successful?
I feel like
on one mic, bitch.
No, I feel like everybody can be successful, but you misunderstanding what I'm saying. Some people, it's just in them.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily need to be taught because that shit is in them.
But some people need to be
know
taught.
how to get you some money, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So everybody is capable of being successful. Some people just have to be taught.
Right.
But I'm speaking for myself, bitch. I'm saying that shit just in me. I'm gonna get some money.
So you can teach your cousin.
It's a lot of people out there that are like that. Like, they just hustlers by nature. They know how to get them some money. They don't need to. I mean, you're never above being taught anything. It's still a lot of shit that I can learn and a lot of things that I still need to learn. You know what I mean? But I feel like just being a hustler and knowing how to get some bread, I just always been that type of person. I'm not going to not have money.
Right.
I can't.
I feel the same way.
I don't feel comfortable if I don't got no money.
Right. I get that. And I feel like...
if I can't do the shit that I want to do. You know what I mean? When I want to do it.
Because, I mean, I learned shit from you, too.
Yeah.
I went from, let me get $20 to let me get $1,000.
Two.
You know, let me get $2,000. You know what I'm saying? You can learn different things.
I had a dream last night that somebody deposited $25,000 in my bank account. Hopefully this ends up happening.
All right. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Because we just spent a lot of time on that. Because one thing you going to talk about is some money, bitch.
Bitch, I love fucking money.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, XP.
And it's your girl, Drea Nicole.
And y'all know we are big on skincare because how you look with no makeup on is so important.
Yes, and plus, you know, the better your skin is, the better your makeup application actually looks.
But also, people got to realize it's not just about your face. People be having acne on their face, acne on their chest.
And their booty.
We call that buttony. Acne on the butt.
That's what they call it? Okay. Well, we don't want that.
So Apostrophe is a prescription skincare company that offers science-backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne. So they're going to link you up with a dermatologist.
Board certified.
Yes, board certified. You're going to take a picture of your skin and they're going to make something that is specifically for you and your unique skin.
Yes, absolutely. All you have to do is go to Apostrophe's website and fill out the quiz about your skin goals and medical history and snap a few selfies, and the dermatologist will create you a customized skincare plan. So all you have to do is go to apostrophe.com/poorminds. That's apostrophe.com/poorminds and use code poorminds and save $15 off your first visit.
$5 for the first visit. $5. Don't say we ain't help y'all out. You know what I'm saying?
15.
Well, it says first visit for only $5.
Oh. Okay.
$5. Okay, I'm gonna let you bring in this one too, because I have a situation I want to talk about with this one.
Okay. So for the next topic, we wanted to talk about, you know, women that are always talking about women empowerment and how they want to see other women win. And a lot of the time, those same women really don't be for women, and they really don't want to see other women win. You know what I mean? It's just a facade. It's just something that they're doing on social media to make themselves likable, or sometimes to make money. Going back to what we was talking about making money. You know, it's so many women who start these women empowerment tours and all of these different things. And, you know, women are paying money to them to try to go to these meetings and see how to make them some money and see how to become successful and all this type of stuff, or be mentored by that specific woman.
Right.
But these women, a lot of these women aren't really who they portray themselves to be in real life.
Right. No, you can
go ahead.
Well, I want to say first, because I know what people are going to do. They're like, okay, but what about men? Because men don't be for men. I can't speak on a man. I'm not a man. I don't have balls. I don't have a dick. Contrary to popular belief, what people like to say.
Nobody says that.
They be trying to say I give and I'm giving, but there's a pussy down there.
People be weird.
But anyways, we're not talking about men right now. We're just speaking from a woman's point of view, because I know that's the first thing people are going to say. So are women really for each other? I had an experience one time. Of course, I'm not going to name drop, but I looked up to this person. She still is a millionaire. She was making fire content, like signing these deals, doing this and doing that. And she was like, oh, I'm going to drop a book on how to get your social media, interactions up, and how to make money and how to meet with these brands and do this and do that. Y'all know, I always talk about it. When I moved out here, bitch, I was broke. I'm like down to my last let me get $20. You know what I'm saying? So,
girl, we remember.
in order to buy her book, that's why I was like, let me get $20 because I was trying to buy her book. So I had to borrow $20 from 4 people on this occasion to get her book. It was like an $80 book. Then it wasn't even a physical copy book. It was an online book. Mind you, let me just say this. Maybe this is the cheap person in me or maybe it's the businesswoman in me. Anytime I buy a product from somebody, I always think about the margin. And like how much they're making, honestly. Because if you're selling an online course that's very short, why the fuck is it $80? Because you're not using no materials. Everything is online and it's not physical. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's just more so one of them situations where you're like just paying for the knowledge. You know, people love to say, sold, not told.
Yeah, but once I bought the book, it was stuff that was literally, and that's when I knew women are not a lot of times, let me not speak for all women. A lot of times, it made me sad because it made me realize how much we take advantage of each other. Because I feel like women are very hungry. Like, we want to get it. We gonna go out there and do it. Like, remember the statistic we talked about a long time ago? And it was like the most educated like demographic in America was Black women, like trying to go out there and get it. So for me to take advantage of that and be like, selling a book that was like telling you, oh, you have to get a good camera. Oh, you have to interact with the people in your comments. Basic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the super, super basic stuff that everybody are like, yeah, if I want my content to get up, I know I have to post more. I know I have to have clear pictures. I know I have to interact. But like, tell me, like, is there like something with the algorithm? Like, break the shit fucking down and tell me, like, whenever we first started podcasting, like, people ask me all the time, oh, how do you get ads? And I tell people all the companies that we use when we first started. I'm like, hey, they may not pay you that much, but guess what? It's going to be something to put in your pocket.
Right.
I'll be telling people how to directly go to the money. Like, if you have a question, I'm telling you how to directly go. So I'm thinking she going to, like, be putting, every time I bought, like, a book, went to a brunch, it's never like literally showing you directly how to get to the money. It's just like, oh, stay confident, be consistent, stay strong. It's like, y'all are phonies. That's some hoe ass shit. That's really some hoe ass shit. If you really, really think about it, bro. It's like, yeah, it's like a hustle, but at the same time, you know that people are desperate to make money and be rich. So it's like, as a Black woman, how can you do that to other Black women that are trying to get to where you are? I would never, if we ever sell a book on here, trust me, it's going to be some tea and you going to know what the fuck to do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like because people are money hungry. You know, people are money hungry. So it's like if they see a space and an opportunity where they can make money off of people who are, not to say naive, but like you said, people that are desperate maybe. Right. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people be desperate. Like, they be down to their last. They be in debt. They be in a lot of debt. You know what I mean? They trying to figure a way out of their situation. And so then when you follow these people on social media and you have a person who is, you know, they're telling you how they made their first $1 million in a year and all of this stuff, it's like you're going to try to follow that exact same blueprint that they claim that they took to get to the money. Right. But like you said, a lot of the time, you're not really even giving no great advice, or you're not telling someone exactly how you did it. Exactly. So, I don't know. I think it's very strange. You know what I mean? I feel like we have met some people too, like living in Atlanta, have definitely met some people, women, who try to act like they just sold for women empowerment and they really low-key hate women.
And let me say this as well, because you know what? I feel like it's cool right now. It's cool right now to be like, oh, let's band together and bash me. And let me tell y'all something. We love niggas. We love men.
We talk about niggas men. Every episode.
Every episode we talk about niggas. So it's like, even though people feel like we bash men, we're really not bashing men. I feel like we just tell them how to be better men and how we like to be courted and shit like that.
I mean, and we just talk about our own personal experiences.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, we're not faking. Like, we really are for women. Like, we really want to see women win. Like, we have more women on the show than we do men. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's not faking to me. Yeah. A lot of people fake like they are a feminist, they're for Black women, because it's marketable right now. Everything about, especially like, everything goes viral, like when like a woman is dark skinned or she's not small waist, fat, like big butt, like, you know, it's because it's marketable right now. A lot of people are doing shit just because it's marketable. Like, oh, I want to shoot you. And it's like, you don't really want to see the essence of this woman and see her succeed. You're just doing that because you probably know this picture is going to go viral because that's what everybody is doing right now. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I feel like a lot of people aren't moving genuinely anymore when it comes to the Black woman's market. Mm-hmm. Because guess what? If any demographic is going to spend money, it's Black women.
Right.
We gonna spend some motherfucking money. And everybody knows that. If we want something, we gonna buy it. Literally 90% of our customers, like when we buy stuff, when we sell stuff, go to live shows, it's the Black women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna buy something, they're gonna invest. So people have caught on to that. That's why there's so many Twitter accounts that have been put on blast for not even being Black women. Like, a whole episode that happened about like this Twitter account, and it was always posting like Black stuff, positive Black things, and it came out it was like a gay Black guy. But that just goes like to show you, like, people take advantage of our market so much that Black women have started doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's like, instead of taking that shit back and really making it meaningful, they just adding to the bullshit.
Right. Yeah. It definitely sucks because, like I said, it's something that we see all the time, unfortunately. And there are a lot of women that make a lot of money off of this, too. You know what I mean? But they make a lot of money off of it because y'all be supporting them.
But they don't know no better. Because, like I said, I was a victim to that. I didn't know no better. I was like, man, she's for women. And I bought that book and I was like, me and Dre already figured this out ourselves.
Who was he?
I'm going to tell you later.
Well, I knew you wasn't going to say it out loud. Oh, okay. But it makes a lot of sense, actually.
So,
but yeah, I don't know. I never really been a person who have, like, I don't think I ever bought like no shit like that. Like, paid for a course from somebody or bought one of their books where they claim they gonna show you how to get some money. Because I just feel like it be a lot of other shit that be going on behind the scenes too. Like, a lot of the time, people are trying to make it seem like they self-made and this and this and this, but they be having seed money.
What's seed money?
Like, somebody gave you the money to start your business.
Ooh, the tea is getting hot now.
You know what I mean? Somebody gave you the money to start your business. Or you had somebody helping you, you know, putting you on game, or somebody else that was super successful at the same thing that you was trying to do that kind of put you on and told you what you needed to do.
Right.
And gave you the connections and all that type of stuff. It's a lot of times that type of stuff be going on too, and women and men.
They'll try to hide it.
They'll try to make it seem like they just self-made.
I like that you said that, the seed money, because that's a big deal.
Hell yeah. You can't start it's certain businesses you can't start without no money up front.
There's some stuff that you can't even do without, if you don't have at least $500K, you can't even get into that shit.
Yeah, it's some stuff you can do without some money. Like with us, like starting 4 months. We ain't really need no money.
Hey, if you a broke bitch, start a podcast.
When you ain't really, this is the type of shit you don't really need money to start. You just gotta start. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess but technically you do need. Good. Well, you gotta be good. That's number one. But then you do need certain things though. Like you need a camera. You need a laptop. You need a few things.
Yeah, you do.
But you don't need a lot of money to start.
No, you don't.
You know what I mean? So, there are things, like I said, that you don't need a lot of startup money. But then in certain shit, yeah, you had somebody give you a good little $10K to start their business.
Yeah. For sure.
And it ended up turning into $1 million business, but you got some startup money.
Right. And y'all not
you didn't
just
people, grind and get that shit out the mud and then now you a millionaire.
Because I feel like if people were honest, they could be like, you know what? To start this, you need $10K.
Because then bitches will be like, okay, cool, I'm about to go ask my nigga for $10K.
Right, like, be honest. Just be fucking honest. But like I said, a lot of these, and I don't want to just say women, but a lot of people do be like scamming. So I just want to speak on that.
Yeah, a lot of people be scamming. That's what I was saying. People be saying shit that is not how they story went, but they try to make it sound like that just because I feel like struggle, for whatever reason, make people want to support you more.
Yep.
And
They
that's
do.
something that I'm realizing with our show. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I say certain stuff sometimes, and then people be feeling like I make it seem like I've never been through nothing. And it's like, it ain't that I ain't never been through nothing. I just ain't been through what you want me to go through.
Period.
Like, you want me to lie
That
and try to
start
make
from the
myself
bottom.
seem more relatable. I didn't start from the bottom.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, I talk about me being broke and like asking people for $20.
Yeah.
Always had a roof over my head. When I was living with Andrea Couch, please believe it was a mid-rise, pool views. I was living good and struggling.
And eating every day.
I was a very pampered homeless person, okay? It's not the same.
No, right?
But
But I do feel like, and I don't know why it's like that, but it's like people want to support, like people will support you if they feel like you struggle.
Yeah.
More than they'll
that's not everybody's story.
Yeah, and that's just not everybody's story. So I do feel like a lot of the time that's why people lie about that type of shit. They'll lie and try to make it seem like, oh, I just had such a hard time and I came from the bottom and let me tell you how I made it. But in reality, you ain't really go through all that. You ain't really been through nothing for real.
Man.
You just was kind of lucky. And some people do just end up being lucky. Let's call a spade a spade. Ooh. Life ain't fair like that. It's not. Some people just end up getting in luckier positions than other people.
I definitely agree with that. But that's why I said it's not easy. It's not meant. Some people just...
But I feel like if you're lying about what you've been through, you're scamming people.
Okay, so the Real Housewives of... It's not... What is it? Not Potomac. What's the other one?
What?
Seattle. Is it Seattle? I can't think of the name. Okay, but basically the lady got arrested. I'm about to Google it real quick. The lady got arrested because she was a scammer. And what is it? Salt Lake City. I watched a documentary on her. She was scamming people. Mind you, she has a chalet in Salt Lake City. Everybody's trying to keep up with her. She got on Dolce & Gabbana. She's got a personal designer. She got on this. She got on that. Everybody's looking at this woman like, oh my God. Oh my God. She's literally on Bravo. Bravo is one of them. Like, I'm not going to lie to y'all. To get on Real Housewives and Bravo, you doing something. Like, you really making some money. Like, if you're in the reality world and you like reality TV, you know, if you're on Housewives, you're making some serious cash. Okay, so she's on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And it came out that she was a scammer, doing like the telephone calls. Like, she had a whole fake company. They had people, like, literally a lady, it was an older black lady, and she was trying to start a company, and she had spent like, I want to say they said like $20,000 trying to invest in her company, and basically they was just eating her money up. But this is the shit that I'm talking about, because it's the same thing. Y'all are taking advantage of like older women that, oh, I want to start up my own business because I see, oh, you can make money online. Like, y'all are taking advantage of people. And like, yeah, my situation, I only spent $80, but there's women out here that end up spending $10,000, $15,000 and they don't get that shit back. So it's like, when do your morals kick in? Is money that important to you? My goals in life, if I do see it in my future that I am going to be a millionaire and I am going to be successful, but my goals in life has always been to be comfortable, and everybody around me is comfortable, and we have the freedom to live life like we want. That greediness of just wanting to show off and say I got this and say I got that is evil. That is different. Yeah. And I can't fuck with it.
I definitely feel like it's okay to want to be rich and successful and make a lot of money. Right. But if you like fucking people over in the process, then you need to reevaluate, your
goals.
You need to reevaluate your goals and just bitch you as a person, because you a fucked up individual.
That's what I'm saying. So all these scammers and this and that, a lot of times they're taking advantage of older women. You know what I'm saying?
Not older women. I feel like they just be taking advantage of women in general.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be successful. I don't think it's nobody that don't want to live a comfortable life. You know what I mean? Success has a different definition for everybody.
Right, exactly.
But I think everybody wants to be comfortable. Right. Nobody wants to struggle.
Right, exactly. And the most women that want that, the biggest demographic that wants that, though, and is going to go do it, is Black women. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of times it's us being attacked in these scams and this and that. So it's like, when you putting something together and it's really not what it's supposed to be given.
Also, just sometimes you just got to use your little sense that God gave you. Because I just feel like if you taking advice from a white woman.
Not a white.
I'm just saying, you gotta understand, as a black woman, it ain't gonna necessarily be as easy for you to get to that same
white.
place.
She not white.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, because I feel like we're talking about women in general. The conversation was, are women really for each other? We didn't say, black women.
Right.
Specifically. So I'm saying sometimes I feel like a lot of women are taking these courses from women of all different races. But you also have to understand that it's different.
Right.
It's different.
It's very much
her
different.
path is gonna be a little different from your path. Oh,
right.
Shit, you almost knocked the plane out. But yeah, like, her path is gonna be a little bit different from your path. It's not gonna be as easy because sometimes, unfortunately, race does play a part and has a factor into why some people are not successful in what they're trying to do.
So as women, we just need to come together. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, XP.
And it's your girl, Dre Nicole.
And y'all know we love us some PDSdebt.com.
Period. Like I always say, it's nothing more important than having your credit in order and getting out of debt.
Yes.
And PDS Debt has helped me consolidate all of the payments that I've had into one low interest.
I know for a
monthly
while,
payment.
My struggle was I had so many things I was paying on. I feel like I wasn't making a dent in nothing. So what PDS Debt does is it rolls all of your debt into one low 0% interest rate. Every month you make a payment on it. All that stuff goes down and you good to go.
Right. And one of the other great things about it is that just by filling out the debt assessment online, if you're qualified, you can get a $25 Visa gift card. You know what you can do with $25?
I love free money.
Me too.
So what you're going to do is you're going to go to www.pdsdebt.com/poorminds. That's PDSDEBT.com/poorminds. Take back your financial freedom today. And if you qualify, like she said, you'll get a $25 gift card. Do it. Yeah. So now we gonna get into the bed. Ow.
The bed.
Bow.
The bed.
Bow. I told you dance like that. So today
you didn't say I dance like that. You said I be fucking like that. Or
no,
you said
I just said that's
like
how
that.
you talk.
I don't talk like that.
Yes, you do. You be like, hey.
No, I don't.
You be like, what's up? You did that at the restaurant.
I did what?
You was like, can I get a Chardonnay?
I did not rub my nipple. Why are you lying?
All right.
You are such a liar, bro.
We not going to talk about
help
it.
Because you be lying
we
so
not gonna
much.
Talk about it. So today, y'all, I really wanted to talk about this because a lot is going on. And I feel like we have a lot of young listeners. So we really need to educate them on things. On a lot of things. So I wanted to talk about sex education laws. So I'm actually reading this from Planned Parenthood, okay? Because this is some shit that fucking blew my mind. So let's talk about this first. You know how, like, women, we go get tested more. Like, we go make sure, like, things are good. And a lot of times, I'm not putting this on all men, but a lot of times, like, a man will be like, oh, I fucked her. She said she clean. That means I'm clean. We say, like, men will do that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like, oh, because you fucked her and she didn't get nothing. She went and got tested that you clean. But, you know, you growing up in the house, like, your mom worked in the hospital, she was like, she put that on you. Like, my mom being, like, open, talking about sex, like, she put that on me. But not everybody was raised like that. And I think that really goes back to sex education. When I think about the stuff that I learned and how important it is for all that stuff, it goes back to, like, my first conversations about sex. And you have to realize a lot of people's kids' first conversations about sex are in school. And they're not educating these kids properly on, like, getting tested, safe sex. All they're doing is going to YouTube and seeing niggas talking about, oh, yeah, fuck her raw. Fuck her raw. Fuck him. I take the condom off. That's what the little rapper boys be saying.
They do be saying
That's
that
what the
a lot.
kids be saying. Take it off and fuck her raw. Send her to the fucking dog. That's what they be saying.
Send her where?
Take her off and I'll fuck her raw. Send her to the fucking dog. The dog.
The dog?
The dog.
Oh, the dog.
You know how they change their words to make them rhyme? That's what they be saying.
The dog.
Let me write that down. I got a song on I got a hit. Don't y'all steal my shit either.
Nah, low key though, every song, like, it's not been an album, a rap album that I've listened to in, I would say, the last 2 years where it wasn't a song on there about a nigga fucking her raw.
That's what I'm saying. You don't need to be out here doing that.
You should not take that advice.
Okay, so let me read this paragraph because this is what shocked me. And also, about homophobia too, as well.
Okay.
It says, sometimes state and local requirements on sex education are helpful. For example, 15 states require instruction to be medically accurate. Only 15. All right. 26 states and District of Columbia require that it be age appropriate. But like, what's age appropriate? If we're fucking, we need to talk about everything.
But I guess technically,
no,
you would like to believe that people aren't supposed to be fucking before a certain age.
But they are. People are fucking at 14 and 15. So fuck the age appropriate shit. Let's talk about it, okay? And then it says, while 37 states have laws requiring that abstinence is included in sex education, only 18 states require educators to also share information about birth control. So there's only 18 states out of the 50 educating them on birth control. And when we say birth control, we're talking about condoms, pills, all that shit is birth control. So there are only 18 states that are educating children on fucking condoms. I'm not even done. Whether or not such education is LGBTQ inclusive is also left up to state and local governments to decide. Only 9 states currently require discussion of LGBTQ identities and relationship to be inclusive and affirming. 9 states out of 50 are only talking about things like that. So that's why you have these grown-ass men talking about, I can't eat a popsicle, that's gay.
It says 7 southern states either prohibit sex educators from discussing LGBTQ identities and relationships or actually require sex educators to frame LGBTQ identities and relationships negatively.
Do you know how crazy that is?
That's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of people aren't even educated on sex education laws. Because I didn't even know a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, it says these laws further stigmatize LGBTQ youth and leave them without the information they need to protect their sexual health, putting them at greater risk of STDs, pregnancy, and unhealthy or abusive relationships.
Right. So let's break this down. Let's break this down. 18 states are only requiring you talk about safe sex. And then break it down further, only 9 states are requiring you talk about safe sex. So really think about there's probably only like 1 or 2 or 3 states that are talking about safe sex, teaching you about how other people love and how other people have sex, because it's not just heterosexual sex anymore. Yeah. So it's like when you really think about states that are really educating people and telling them what's going on in the real world, like you don't just wake up and like 18 and be like, oh, I'm gay or I'm a lesbian or oh, I'm 18. Let me educate myself on condoms. Like,
but when I look back to when I was taking sex ed in high school and stuff, honestly, sex ed, from what I can remember, it was just more so teaching you about the reproductive system and teaching you about the sexual organs and stuff like that. But it wasn't sexual education as far as like teaching you how to protect yourself. Abstinence was the conversation. Now that I'm thinking about it. So it's crazy because it says that in the article, but it's like that's more so what they teach you in school is to be abstinent. But like nobody is being abstinent.
I sure ain't.
In a class full of 50 students, in a sex education class, probably at least 30 of them fucking.
Oh, you better than me. It was about 45. I went to a white school. You know they get started early.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to be fair. Like, in a class full of 50 students, at least 30 of them is probably fucking.
No.
Or at least half of the class is fucking.
Sure.
25 people.
I'm not trying to be funny, but like, abstinence was something like, I'm not trying to be funny. Then we laughed at it. We really laugh at this shit now. So it's just like, that's something that, why are we... Yes, teach abstinence, but that
is what you should do.
Right, but that's something, I feel like that's something that's for like more so like religion, marriage, stuff type
reason. I get why people, no, I don't think it's
realistic.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily think it's reserved for religion and stuff like that. I feel like you teach children to be abstinent because it's a lot of emotional shit that comes with having sex. But especially when you're that age, you don't know how to compartmentalize your emotions the way that you do as you get older.
Right, of course.
And even still, let's be real, there's bitches who our age who still struggle with that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of...
I'm on better health right now. like, bitch, help me.
It's a lot of emotional baggage and trauma that comes with having sex with somebody,
Absolutely.
especially at a young age.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. So I feel like this is the importance on doing your research and voting, though. I feel like people, when they look at voting and paying attention to what's going on locally, they just be like, oh, that shit don't affect me. It don't matter. But yes, it does. It's affecting the youth. It's affecting the future. Like, you need to really pay attention to what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And what whoever you're voting for believes in when it comes to sex education laws. I'm glad we talked about this.
No, I'm glad we talked about this too, because I mean, that's crazy. And I feel like it's stuff that a lot of people didn't know. Like, even with us, we didn't know this stuff until we found this article, because we haven't been in school in so long.
Speak for yourself.
Girl, you ain't been in school even more time than me.
I just graduated.
Oh, no, you did graduate after me.
That's because I was sucking dick. Stop telling my business. Damn, it's strict in this motherfucker. Let me get $20. Oh, I thought.
Oh, I do. No, I don't got $20. All
right, so now we gonna get into. Oh, wait, before we get into the bop. Honestly, if you want to look up anything like that, I looked up this stuff on Planned Parenthood Action.
.org.
Yeah, PlannedParenthoodAction.org. But honestly, whatever state you're in, please research the sex education laws. And y'all, please vote. We just had to vote for the mayor in Atlanta. I made sure I went out and did my civil duty and voted. Y'all, anytime an election is up, please research whatever issues that you care about and go vote. This is not paid for. This is not sponsored. But I'm a person, I always vote for everything. Like, so... y'all just make sure you're doing your civic duty, okay? Period. So now we gonna get into the bop. Hey,
the bop.
Hey,
the bop.
Now somebody the other week called me old because they was like, oh, Lex with her R&B. I love how she shows her age because she never have rap music. Well, I got a rap song today. I
love this album. My bop is actually from this album too.
Yeah, so shout out to our friend Kellen. She put us on the album. She works with the label. And Nardo Wick, y'all know a lot of times these new artists, they'll drop a song, you never hear from them again. But Nardo Wick actually has a solid album.
He does. I agree.
It's very, very fucking good. So he has a song called Wicked Witch. And I love when niggas talk about getting a girl her things, especially because he young. He learning the game early. So like in the song, he talking about she want Gucci, Louis, Dior, Prada. Like he named all the shit that his bitch want.
Not Gucci, Louis, Prada, pop them tags.
Now see, that wasn't, and it wasn't a hit. This is a hit. We talking about hits right now, okay? All right. So, Nardo Wick got a song called Wicked Witch, and I like his tone. He has a good tone. He be having his little punchlines. So, honestly, I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and, he not like the next Lil Wayne, but I feel like he got potential to like really do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that I listen to like a rap album. I'm like, okay, like I fuck with him. I fuck with Nardo Wick. Okay. I do. I like his album. It's good.
So crazy enough, my song is actually from his album too. It's called Me or Something. And it's featuring Future and Lil Baby.
Why Lil Baby ate everybody up like that though?
Lil Baby always eat everybody up though. It's just unfair at this point.
Like why he be eating everybody up on everything?
Eating everybody up on their own song, child.
So yeah. What is it called again?
Me or Something.
Me or Something.
But some like SUME and some.
Not SUM.
SUME and
my bad. Okay, so now we're going to get into the Pour Your Heart Out segment. If you want your question answered on the show, make sure you email us at askpourminds@gmail.com. If you're a Patreon member, make sure you put that in the subject line and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. So go ahead, Lil Drea.
Hey, Lex and Drea, I do not know if I'm orgasming with men. I have been making myself come for years, and I don't know what to expect. I experience a full release and get super sensitive after I masturbate.
Same.
I mostly have really good sex with my last boyfriend and current partner. I cannot figure out if I am finishing. I experience these overwhelming, pleasurable moments during sex with guys who really take the time to make me feel good, but it never matches what an orgasm from masturbation feels like. However, I wonder if the frequent masturbation has just screwed my expectations. When I make myself old, I cannot keep touching myself. Right, but I know that women can have multiple orgasms during sex, so I wonder if it's just different. Side note, I have been able to squirt Hold on, I have been able to make myself squirt in the past, and it wasn't until recently that a man was able to do it. I still don't know if this was the big O. It definitely felt a little sensitive afterwards since he was playing with the clit, but I never get that fully satisfied feeling. What is the difference between clitoral and vaginal orgasms, or the difference between finishing yourself or with a man? Do either one feel more pleasurable or intense? I don't know. Hold on, I know it's different for everyone. But when I can officially say a man's made me orgasm, I'm going to start thinking that was a long time ago, and I have just been underwhelmed.
Well, first of all, we said this on the past episode when Samaya was on.
Mm-hmm.
Squirting is not an orgasm.
Yeah.
Just because you squirt, you are not having an orgasm. Like, literally, 99% of the time when I use my vibrator, I don't squirt.
Yeah.
Like, so squirting is not an orgasm. So just because you squirt, it shows that you're feeling good, but it's not an orgasm.
Right.
Like, you can squirt with an orgasm, but most of the time when a woman squirts, that's not an orgasm.
Right.
So let's just get that understood first. So I feel like the reason you're probably not having an orgasm because it's different. We just talked about this on the episode last week. Clitoral stimulation and penetration is different.
Two different things.
When you're masturbating, I can guarantee you, I know you're masturbating and you're not inserting anything in your vagina.
Yeah, you're having yourself. A clitoral orgasm.
You're rubbing you have a vibrator on your clit. I guarantee you she's not inserting anything in her vagina.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, but I'm saying because I know this is what I struggled with for a long time.
Right.
So I feel like you know what makes yourself orgasm by yourself. You have to learn how to bring that into the bedroom with your partner. Once you learn how to make yourself orgasm, I think that's what a lot of women fail to do. If you're doing this to make yourself orgasm, do that with your partner. Mm-hmm. So if you know you need clitoral stimulation, bring a toy in the bedroom. Why are people so scared of toys in the bedroom? We say that.
I don't know.
Literally every week we say that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, for whatever reason, just think it's so cliche or something. I don't know. Or maybe it makes them, I don't know. Is it like a thing where it's like it makes the man uncomfortable to have like a...
Man, real niggas don't care. They feel like
vibrator or a dildo that close to their penis. I don't know. I feel like real niggas like, no, like if she need a little vibrator, it's okay. It doesn't mean your dick is whack. But for you not to know if it's the big O, if your orgasm during sex, like I remember the first time I had an orgasm during sex and it felt the same as my masturbation orgasm. I was like, okay, so this is what is supposed to be happening. Like, you gonna know. You're not even gonna, if you had the big orgasm during sex, you wouldn't even be writing this question. Yeah. I mean, I definitely feel like you need to do a little more ground research.
Yeah, like,
figure out what it is that you like, and then teach your partner what you like. And
it sucks for women because, like we said, men are going to come regardless. And it's harder for women because we do have to do things like this. Like a nigga gonna nut no matter what. But women, we have to do more work. So unfortunately, that's what we are. Because I mean, sometimes we do get lucky and we come across a nigga that just know what to do, but that's very rare.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you want to have an orgasm during sex with your partner and you want it to be like him just making you come, it's gonna take work.
It's gonna
take work. You know what I mean? Because even like Lex said, you can incorporate the toys and stuff into the bedroom too, just so you can have an orgasm during sex. But like, did he really do that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like he didn't do that by himself. Like that happened because you're getting penetrated, and then on top of that, you're also using a toy on your clitoris.
Right. So you just gotta teach them.
You just gotta teach them, girl. You just gotta do the work. Figure it out.
Question 2. Hey, ladies, I absolutely love your show. I found you guys through Horrible Decisions a long time ago. Shout out to Weezy and Mandy. I'm a 23-year-old Latina. I used to work at Twin Peaks as a server. It's kind of like Hooters, but more naked. Girl, I know all about Twin Peaks. Mm-hmm. I recently started talking to some of my old regulars and using your guys' advice. I've been able to finesse weekly payments, plane tickets, and shopping sprees without having to have sex or really even hug these men. I love to see it. I want to thank you guys so much because listening to the show has boosted my confidence, and you guys have really taught me that the way I carry myself is what really matters. I love a good review.
We love a testimonial.
Really out here because you know what? We talked about this.
Motivating the streets, like my cousin said.
Maybe you are motivating the streets.
Yeah, bitch. That's what he said.
Motivating the streets and Twin Peaks.
All of that.
But I say, like, the bar has been in hell. So I'm glad women watch this and be like, nah, like, give me my things. Girl, get your things.
Yeah, we love to see it, girl.
I love it. All right, so question 3.
When I was 16, I got pregnant and I immediately knew that I didn't want the baby and wanted to get an abortion. I told my mom, and her and my aunt came up with the idea that my aunt would raise the baby as her own child. I was homeschooled from the time I started showing until a couple of weeks after the baby was born, and then went back to school like nothing happened. Fast forward 8 years, I graduated from college, have a well-paying job, and I'm doing well for myself. I'm not rich or anything, but I have a nice apartment. I go on trips at least twice a year and can afford the nice things I want. We had a family gathering over the weekend, and it came up that basically my aunt thinks that I should be giving her money to support my child. I love my little cousin, but I look at her as just that, my cousin. I feel like since my aunt decided to be a mother and adopt her, it should be her responsibility. Not to sound selfish, but I didn't want her for a reason. If I was going to have to give up my lifestyle for her, then I could have kept her and been a mother. What should I do? Is this my responsibility?
I thought this was Barbara at first.
I'm dead. Now, why would you think that? Because I don't have no baby.
No, well, you know what I'm saying. Because that's kind of like the same situation that you told on the other, kind of. Like adopting a baby within your family.
I mean, kind of, but my mama never expected my cousin to do anything.
That's
like it was like her and my dad decided they was gonna adopt me, and that's what it was.
But that's what I'm saying. That first thing I say, hold on, who is this?
Yeah, and my mom was way younger than 16.
Oh, all right.
But wait,
go ahead.
She was. I've talked about this before. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that that's your responsibility.
At all.
Because you told, like, you know what I mean? Really, to be completely honest, they should have just let you get the abortion. Wait.
Why would you say that?
What you mean?
That kid is he's 8. He about to go to
But
prom.
I'm saying if they were not going to want to really take the responsibility and be responsible for the child, this is your body, this was your decision. If that's what you wanted to do, then they should have let you do what you wanted to do. I get that she was 16 and she was kind of underage, but I just feel like that's the problem with a lot of black families. Like, why do y'all be trying to make people do things that they don't want to do?
But that goes back to the conversation we were having as being like the successful person in the family. Because like now they see you as an adult, you're successful, you're doing what you want to do. That child is your cousin.
Yeah.
I don't care. That is your cousin. Yes, by DNA, that's your child, but that is your cousin. That is not your responsibility. You gave that baby up because you wanted to live your life, and you should not feel bad for that, because you know how many children are in fucked up situations or bad situations because the pressure of people to make a decision to be a mother. That's not everybody is meant to be a mother.
That's the point that I'm making. It's like, you know what I mean? I just feel like black families have to stop doing that type of stuff. Like, stop forcing children to do things that they don't want to do. I mean, I guess, granted, yeah, you was making an adult decision when you decided to have sex and you got pregnant. So I guess you got to deal with the consequences of what comes with that. But it's like, if somebody is not ready to be a mom, then why force them to have a child?
That's crazy. And then
to not raise the child, because I feel like it's selfish on behalf of the family members. Sometimes it's like, you wanted to bring this child into the world because you wanted to have a baby.
Right.
But not thinking about the emotional turmoil and stuff that it's going to cause the child growing up. Right. Because I feel like I've talked about this before too on the show. I mean, like, being adopted by your family, and then when you get old enough to really comprehend what's going on, it be a lot.
Right, that's what I was gonna say, because you've been through something.
Yeah, it's like it be a lot for the child, and I feel like a lot of the time people don't be thinking about how it's gonna affect the child. It's just a whole bunch of adults doing whatever the fuck they want to do, and that's some bullshit. So,
amen. Well, I'm glad they decided to keep you here. If that makes you feel better.
Thanks.
Because I would still be... Tahir, let me get $20.
Yeah, I mean, definitely in my situation, it works out. But my mom, I don't think my mom was ever considering aborting me, though.
Right.
Like, that was just never something that was really on the table with my situation. But like I said, my mom was also younger, way younger than her. And so I just feel like at 16, like...
Girl, you gave the baby up for adoption. They made you have the child. You didn't want to have the child.
Yeah. It's not your responsibility.
So live your life and have a good time. I said this at the beginning. I don't feel no remorse. I don't care if my baby was living next door to me. Boy, fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't feel nothing about nothing. Never. Okay?
Yeah,
Have a good time.
I definitely think that you should just have a conversation with your aunt and kind of let her know, like, when I said that I didn't want to have this baby, y'all still forced me to have a baby.
This
and then
is your
you
child.
said that you were going to take care of the baby, so the baby is not my responsibility; it's your responsibility. Like, cause you see me out here shining, and you see me out here getting money. Now you want me to
young shiner. What do you call it?
Now you want me to help with the baby? Nah,
grow up.
I'm just saying, that's not what we doing, auntie.
I'm dead. Okay, so question 4. Dear Poor Minds, I've been vibing with this nigga I met at a party at my college, but I'm a little concerned about his age. I'm 18 and he's 25. I'm thick, fine, and funny, and didn't care until my friend pointed out the fact that he's older. She asked me, what do a 25-year-old man want with an 18-year-old female? And I said, he want me to suck that dick. Ooh, she been listening to Poor Minds, bitch. I'm celibate and do not plan on fucking no time soon, but I'm good with oral. I told this nigga that, and he's been very respectful and not pressuring me. Due to him graduating next month, it's just fun and probably a one-time experience. I'm not sure about the age thing, but a sis is in heat. I don't want no mess with him, and he's expecting a throat goat. And he end up getting 2 licks and a suck. He traveled back and forth to here in Louisiana. I lied to this man and said I fuck him in Louisiana whenever he'd leave, and he did not hesitate to buy my ticket. I did not accept his offer or a link up. Do y'all think 18 and 25 is too big of an age difference to be fucking and or in a relationship? Is 18 too young to be thinking about a BDB and getting flued out?
I mean, I don't know. 18 is a touchy age to me.
It really is.
So I ain't gonna lie, sis. Like, that's a very touchy age for you to be 18 and then he's 25. Like, you barely legal.
Yeah, like you just graduated high school. Because I kind of do feel the same. Like, as a 25-year-old, what do you want with somebody that just got out of high school?
Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like it's giving like he want to date you because he feel like you young and naive and you probably easy to manipulate.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like 18-year-old, like I feel like the 18 to 20 range, y'all should date each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 21. And then, like, that's when
like
shit can get a little...
if you was 21 and you dating a 25-year-old, that's a little different.
I like 21 and even, like, 28, I would say, like, is a little bit okay. Because you're not fresh out of high school.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But 18 and he's 25, like, that's a lot of life experience. That's a huge age gap. 7 years, that's a big gap.
I mean, I talked to a lot of... I mean, my age gaps be big as fuck. But
you also 30.
No, I'm talking about when I was younger. Like, I had a big age gap with somebody I was talking to. But I wasn't 18. Like, I feel like when I got to the big age gaps, I was like 23, 24, 25.
Yeah, I agree. The first time I dated somebody that was like 40, I was like 23 or 24.
Say, pipe down. Don't tell them.
No, I was like 23, 24.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's still a little touchy, but it's not as weird. Like, I don't know, 18, you just walked across that stage and he talking about suck that dick.
Yeah, I don't like the way it sounds. It's a no for me.
Yeah,
I don't think 18
no.
is too young for you to be thinking about BDBs and getting flued out. I mean, if that's what you want and that's what you want to do, cool. But I feel like maybe, you should talk to somebody that's a little closer
to your
age group. Because a 25-year-old, I just don't know if I see...
He played on your top. Because I feel like...
I ain't gonna say he playing on her. She ain't saying nothing that make me feel like he playing on her top.
25-year-old man don't want nothing but some pussy. And 18-year-olds, what we just talked about, how women are... We tend to get... Not all women, but we tend to get a little more emotional when it comes to sex. So she says she's been celibate. So imagine if she fucked this nigga. She ain't fucked in a long time. Thinking about the emotion that comes with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So versus somebody who been fucking, he 25. He about to graduate college. Like, I don't know. I don't like that. The Don don't like that. The Don does not approve.
Yeah, I don't approve.
I'm strict today. I'm being strict on y'all because we have a lot of young listeners. Y'all call me auntie and y'all big sister all day. I'm about to start acting like that shit. Period.
Yeah, I don't like that neither, sis. I'm not gonna lie. I think you should just let that shit go. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Poor Minds listeners get 10% off of their first month at BetterHelp.com/PoorMinds.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl XP.
And it's your girl Dre and Nicole.
And y'all know we gonna tell y'all about BetterHelp every week.
Every week. We love us some BetterHelp. We both have our counseling sessions every week. One of the best things about BetterHelp for me was that you can start communicating in less than 48 hours with your counselor.
Right.
And literally, if the first one don't work out, you can go on there and find you another one same day.
They will literally tailor the counselor to whatever needs that you have. And the best part about it is you do this all from the comfort of your own home. So you don't have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room like you have to do with traditional therapy. So if you want to text, do a phone call, FaceTime, whatever you're comfortable with, it's gonna, make it for you. And
right.
That's the thing I like about it. It's like therapy is not the same like it used to be back in the day where you had to sit on a couch and do this. Like, you can be in your comfort zone doing whatever you like, because I feel like a lot of people are scared of therapy. So one thing that makes it better is doing it from the comfort of your own home.
Right, yeah. So we actually have a patient review. It says Jacqueline is God sent. She is patient and kind with great insight. This review was written by a BetterHelp user with issues with trauma and abuse and anger management. So yes, make sure that you go to BetterHelp.com/PoorMinds. That's BetterHelp.com/PoorMinds and use our code to get 10% off of your first month and join the 1 million people who have used BetterHelp.
I think you better let it go.
Because it ain't like you said. I mean, I don't know.
It ain't like it's, girl.
Yeah, it's
have
like
fun.
Yeah,
that's too much. I'm excited for this song today. Let me help you out.
Oh, I was supposed to do I'm gonna do that on the next episode.
You ready for the song today? Look at me. Yeah.
It don't go way up there.
It don't. It's right there.
Okay.
Let me pat it down for you.
It ain't even like that.
Yes,
you did it wrong.
That's too low.
No, it's not. That's how he got it.
Not you pull up the picture.
I didn't pull the picture up, bitch. I pulled the lyrics up.
Let me press it down so it don't fall off.
It's gonna fall off anyways.
Once you start getting into, they already know who it is. Let me start this bitch off. I love you and I need you, Drea. Love you, I do. Need you no matter what I do. All I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo. Boy, you know I'm crazy over you. No matter what I do. All I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo. You know I'm crazy over you. Go ahead.
I met this chick and she just moved right up the block for me, and she got the house for me, the finest thing I live to see. And she got a man and a son though. But that's okay, cause I wait for my cue and just listen, play my position like a shortstop. Pick up everything mommy hitting, and in no time I plan to make this one here mine.
And that's for sure, cause
I never been the type to break up a happy home, but something about baby girl I just can't leave alone. Now tell me, what's it gonna be? She said,
you don't know what you mean to me.
No matter what I do,
woo,
all I think about is you.
Yeah.
Even when I'm with my boo, boy, you know I'm crazy over you. No matter what I do,
sing.
All I think about is you.
Yeah.
Even when I'm with my boo, boy, you know I'm crazy over you.
Let's get to the good part, okay? And I love you, and I need you, Drea. Love you, I do, and it's more than you ever know.
Bro.
Boy, it's for sure. You can always count on my love forevermore. Yeah.
East Coast, I know you shaking right.
Hey.
Down South, I know you bouncing right.
Hey.
West Coast, I know you walking right. You don't know what you mean to me. Midwest, I see you swinging right.
Hey. Little dirty. That's what he's calling.
Not little dirty.
Little dirty.
Little dirty.
What that mean? Wait, why was Nelly calling everybody little dirty?
Because they was dirty. I don't know.
That was a fucked fucking bop. Now,
Not my Band-Aid. Now, Nelly would never. We never saw what was under that Band-Aid.
Never. Honestly,
We never seen what was
when
under
that song dropped, everybody was like singing this song. Now, see?
I'm
this is
sorry,
why-
Nelly. Bitch, you been off that bitch.
I'll do it. It's
Why
something-
is it so big?
It's something about a little dirty. That's why I got a big boy. Get the stomping in my Air Force One.
Big
I
boy.
like the all
The ground bottom. It's something bottom that's dirty. That's why I got him. I like them strapped and laced and come up bottom. The last person that touched him, I been to shot knife.
Damn, wait, hold on. The last person that touched him, I been shot him?
Yeah, it was serious about them Air Force Ones,
Bro,
bitch.
that's getting set.
Niggas was
Wait,
not
what was the other
playing.
song that we talked about? You remember that song? You can find Mang and Zane Lil Wayne. Whatever.
No, I
You
don't
remember that
remember
song? Chad said he had a story about that song. Remember he told us a story about how he got in trouble because he was cussing too much? That was a bop. But Nelly had them hits.
Nelly D had a hits because that was my song.
That was a
Air Force
song.
Ones and then grills.
Smile
Call
for
the
me,
jewelry store
daddy.
and tell them make me a grill.
Ooh.
Dum,
Dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum, dum. We gotta give Nelly his flowers for real.
Boy, how'd you get your grill that way?
Huh.
And how much did you pay?
Yo, every time I see him, the first thing
My little Band-Aid do not want to stay
I be
on.
Nelly. I got my Band-Aid. Say, smile for me, Dad.
Smile for me, daddy.
What you looking at?
Let me see your grill.
You wanna see my what?
Let me see your grill. Your grill.
To the whole earth, whatever he said. But shout out to Nelly. We gonna give you your flowers because we love Nelly in the streets.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
There
This
you
has been
go.
a great episode. We educated the girls today.
We did.
got on some
Great
real shit
educational
today.
episode.
Love y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure y'all go be a Patreon member, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Air Force Ones was a bomb.
Big boy.
Get the stomping in my Air Force One. I forgot about that song. Big boy. You know what song we need to do next week?
What?
And have him on the show?
Who?
Hey, what that hook gonna be? See, I don't need no fucking hook on this beat.
We just do 2 episodes and ads in under 4 hours.